So how should startups scale up in Southeast Asia? So in this video, as part of our webinar series, GST webinar series, we had a discussion with William Baobin. William is a general partner at SWSV Ventures, and he also leads the MOX Accelerator from Taipei and China Accelerator in Shanghai. So to give you a little bit of background, MOX helps teams and startups from all around the world acquire users for free. And drive the customer acquisition costs down to zero, and obviously monetizing those users. And they help teams and startups scale into the world's fastest growing markets like Southeast Asia, South Asia, Middle East, South America, and Eastern Europe.
Companies scaling up, going global. Founders struggle because they start very, very, very local, trying to solve a problem within their city, within their country, but it's hard for most of them to think about like a problem that solves an issue of millions and not just of thousands, right? So William or Paul, what are the main things that founders get wrong usually when scaling up and going global, and specifically targeting APAC, Southeast Asia?
Our vertical is called cross-border internet, right? Cross-border internet software. So we invest in companies and then we help them go cross-border. So we run across this all the time. I guess the first thing to note is that just because you're solving a problem or a challenge or hitting an opportunity in your home market doesn't mean that your target market has that same problem or same challenge, or that the opportunity is the same in your target market. So I mean, you already have product market fit in your home market when we're working with you, but you need to also find that product market fit market by market by market. So I'm here in southern Taipei, Taiwan right now. We helped a company who started here in Taiwan. First, they expanded to called Biggo, BIGTO. They're a price compare and vertical search company, and they wanted to go global, but it's difficult. One of the biggest challenges, dipping your foot in the water and just understanding that what it's like. When we first invested in Biggo, the CEO had actually never physically visited Southeast Asia, right? And so he actually entered the Thai market without ever actually really going there. And so now Biggo is number one price compare in Thailand, top 100 site, profitable after a year plus. And then we helped them go to Malaysia, and they went to Singapore. Singapore failed the first time, but Malaysia, now they're number one price compare in Malaysia. And then they went into Indonesia. Indonesia also failed the first time. Then they went into Japan. Japan failed the first time. Now Indonesia is growing like a weed. Actually, the second time around, Singapore was taking off. So I'd say it's think about lean startup. We're just practicing, almost like lean startup, and so you need to find product market fit, market by market by market, and the things that you have learned and you've conquered in your home market, you might not necessarily have conquered them in other markets. So you have to take a fresh approach and open like the experiments. You're always running these experiments. A lot of times it's like, I ran that experiment, it didn't work. But you need to rerun all the same experiments oftentimes again when you're going into a new market. So that's the biggest piece of advice I'll give.